Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is a video that was submitted by a subscriber, Rude George 1983, and it's a comparison of bird satellite planes and then actual UFOs or UAPs. Also have this video here. I'm not too sure where it's from, but I'm assuming someplace in a Spanish-speaking country because it's called OBNIs. Anyways, we'll check that out. Also got this video here of this cigar-shaped UFO that was shot in the 1950s by a prominent photographer in New York. And the actually, when he first took it, he didn't even know that he had captured it. It wasn't noticed until another time. But the Air Force tried to say that it was the moon, it was the moon, and the reason why it's long is because it was a long exposure. I mean, which kind of sounds reasonable, but this video explains how they actually changed the date. This photo was taken in March, but they tried to say that it was taken in May in order to line up with the crescent moon. But even then, if you look at this. If this was a time lapse, right, this would be the moon and then the crescent would be up here at the top. But at that time, in May, when the Air Force claims this photo was taken, the crescent should have been down here, actually. So, yeah, that was just a cover up. Also found this little clip here on Reddit. It's called the Lazar tape 1991. But in this little clip, Lazar explains how element 115 is used to power a specific type of UFO. It has something to do with generating a gravitational field. And this element 115 somehow has the ability to expand. I mean, again, a lot of it goes over my head, but I think basically what it somehow does is it expands the electromagnetic field of mass, or whatever it's controlled in. Anyways, he'll explain it. We'll check that out. Let's see. This is about the Pascagoula UFO abduction. This guy here was him and a buddy of his went fishing. They got taken by these three strange robot-like looking creatures. Let's see. Let me see if here it is. Let's see, 201. This is what he said. Three of these. Picked him and his friend up and took him onto a ship and did some examinations. So he talks about that. Go back to where we start here. Maybe we'll check that out. Also, let's see, this is just a UFO filmed over Boston, not the most exciting. And then, and this is a video I wanted to just add to show you what military flares actually look like. I had posted a video of Jeremy CORBELL, that Jeremy CORBELL talked about when he said that this craft was filmed over a military base and over 50 Marines and a bunch of other people took photos and videos of it, and the military's explanation was that it was flares, right? But again, in this photo, I'm going to show you how, right? These are flares, and you can see here smoke, right? And these flares are falling, right? Whereas the video and photos that CORBELL released, there's no smoke. Okay, and the thing hovered up there for over 10 minutes. And also you can, with this video, you can hear, hear these things like flaring. Whereas in the other videos, everyone said it was dead silent. So again, when people try and claim that these lights are flares, they're lying to you. They're just plain lying. Anyways, here's another one of these. Again, I'm 99% sure that these are just AI images. Again, this is just actually, there's several on here. I think these are all AI generated images. But this is going to be the third series that I put. I don't know who's putting these out, but I think it's interesting enough to look at, but I don't think they're real. Anyways, again, and here's another one of these wild videos that could be created by artificial intelligence. But these images, I had found these images on my Facebook too, and I showed them a couple months ago, I think on my old channel. But yeah, these could also be AI generated. But I think the story is that these were found on some old camera that was just recently found or something like that. And yeah, these are the images that were on the camera, but I don't know. Anyways, link will be in the description, so you can take a look yourself. Anyways, this is a image that I found on Reddit. I think this is from like the 1500s. I don't remember where the original source was from, but here you can see, that there's the person that created this illustration puts these three cube-like objects in the sky, which goes back to what I've always been saying, that these crafts, these beings, have been a part of our culture, so to say, right, for thousands of years. Yeah, this is, the UFO phenomena is not something new. I know a lot of people like to say that, oh, UFOs only started appearing when we started blowing up atomic bombs. But no, no, again, that's just another lie that's being put out by these UFO deniers. Yeah, but these things have been around for a long time. But anyways, and then last is this article here by Brian Johnson. Now, I follow Brian Johnson on my Twitter, and I don't know where this guy gets his information, but he's definitely an insider. Okay, I'm not saying definitely an insider, but he has a lot of intimate knowledge of this UFO UAP phenomenon. And in this article, he talks about how that we're ready. People are ready for disclosure, but yeah, to me, disclosure is not about an event. It's not going to be one day. Again, this is a lot of insiders. Lou Elizondo has said this, and a bunch of other insiders have said this, that there's never going to be a time when a leader of a country holds a press conference and announces, "Hey, we're not alone in the universe, or we're not alone on this planet." Okay, that is never ever going to happen. I know there's a lot of people who are waiting for that, but again, like that Charlie Brown and Lucy clip, where Lucy tees up the football and tries to get Charlie Brown to kick it, and every time Charlie Brown comes to kick the football, Lucy takes it away, and Charlie Brown goes, tries to kick the ball, goes flying in the air, and lands flat on his back. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are still a bunch of Charlie Browns expecting our government, which is not in the business of telling the truth, and yet they are still people. Again, from my perspective, they're highly institutionalized, or basically they're sheep brains that are still waiting and still hoping and praying that the government tells them something. Meanwhile, all of this information is out there that you don't have to wait for the government to tell you this stuff. But anyways, I'm going to give this article a quick read too. So anyways, let's go to this first video here from this is Rude George 1983 submitted this. Thank you very much, Rude George 1983. Let me play this a little. He actually gave me permission to play this, so check this out. Yeah, now this is a UFO because unlike a satellite, which goes in a straight line, or birds, which are flying in that formation, these things actually change direction. Anyways, that's that. Let's see. Yeah, his website is The Truth Is Out There UFO. So go check out some of his other videos and give him a subscribe. Anyways, let's go to this video here. OVNI is real. OVNI filmado en Inglaterra. I don't know what the heck that means. Let's check this out. What? Let me change that. I think this is Portuguese. So this might be someplace in Brazil. It's not the most exciting video. That's all it does. Link will be in the description. You want to check it out. I got a lot of clips to go through here. Okay, now this one here, yeah, like I said, this was a photo that was taken by a famous New York or photographer in the 1950s, I believe it was. But this was the photo. He was commissioned to take a nighttime photo of New York City. And you can see here, this is where he captured this object. And he said that the frame before this one, yeah, this object was not there. Let me just jump ahead here to the image here. Here we go. Anyways, that's as much as I want to play for this. Yeah, link will be in the description. Check it out because again, I'll get hit with copyright violations if I play too much of the video. Again, which is why I try to leave the links all the time. Anyways, this is the Lazar tape where he talks about element 115, which is yeah, it's not even on our table of elements because it's too heavy. I think yeah, because yeah, 100 and I think that element 115 refers to the number of isotopes. I think it is 115. I don't remember. I shouldn't even try to explain that. I think were containers of souls. But when they say that these beings visit from the Zeta Reticuli star system, I believe that they may have originally come from the Zeta Reticuli star system. Several thousand, maybe hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years ago. But I think they now reside on this planet. And I say that because the fact that when a lot of people see or encounter, right, these little gray aliens, again, they're not wearing any type of life support system. They're completely acclimated to our gravity, so they can breathe our air and they can function on the gravity on Earth. And I highly doubt that whatever planet they came from, has the same their atmosphere has the same consistency as Earth, or the same gravitational pull as Earth. For them to be so easily able to operate, function, and maneuver on this planet. Anyways, let's go to this video here. But yeah, so now this is about the Pascagoula abduction. This guy didn't talk about it for, I think, 45 years. Yeah, in this video, he talked. Yeah, in the beginning, he talks about how when he first moved into this house was several months after he had gone through the abduction, and he was ridiculed. So when he moved into this new house, he didn't tell his neighbors his real names. They just recently found out who he was. Him and his wife are now. Let me just give this a quick stop because I'm trying to. I know this true TV, man. If I just play any bit of this or too much of this, I'm gonna be hit. So this is just a stop to kind of hopefully interrupt the algorithms. Said I'll get hit with a copyright violation, so I really can't play too much of this. I hope you understand. But you want to check that out. The link will be in the description. Let's go to this video here. And again, this is not one of the most exciting videos, but it does show something. Let me jump ahead here, see if anything else happens with this thing. Nope, this is kind of a boring video. Link will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. Okay, yeah, now this one, I just added this to show you an example of what actual military flares look like. Okay, and yeah, when people say that, sometimes these lights that they see in the sky are flares, they're lying, because again, flares show smoke and they're falling. They don't hover in the sky silently for 10 minutes. Yeah, listen to that. Can you hear these, the smoke flaring? Look at all that smoke. Look at all the smoke. And then go back and look at the video of what those what those guys videotaped and photographed about the military base. There's no smoke. Even these out here, look at the trail that they're leaving. You know what? That's as much as I want to play this. Yeah, but yeah, anyone who tries to tell you that that these lights that are seen silently hovering in the sky for more than a few minutes are flares, they're lying to you. Okay, just understand that. Okay, let's go to this. Yeah, okay. Now this is another series. I've been posting some of these, and like I said, I'm 99% sure that these are AI generated. But again, I'm always open to being wrong. But anyways, check some of these out. Yeah, now some of these are new. Some of these are, again, I've already posted, but there's a bunch of these coming out. Yeah, now this one, come on. Really? I'm supposed to believe this is real? I mean, they certainly, they look real, but yeah, this has got to be AI. Seen this one before. Yeah, now this is obviously fake. Anyway, so yeah, so I think that's about it for this one. That's a huge bear. I don't know about that one. Yeah, you can see a face back here. I think these are from the Bigfoot, that TV show. Anyways, it's getting kind of ridiculous. But link to this will be in the description. You want to check that out. Let's go to, oh yeah, now this video is kind of interesting because it's the same thing with this. I think the story is that these images were found on an old camera, but these two could be AI generated images. Let's see, let me just jump to where they talk about these photos. Okay, let's see, here we go. Let me just jump ahead to the other different photographs. Again, if you want to hear the explanation, the link will be in the description. But I just want to get through these, just to introduce people to some of this stuff. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Now, I'm pretty sure I've featured these images in an old video. But if these are real, I wonder if they are photos of the inner Earth civilizations, or possibly a civilization on another planet. Look at these. There's crafts in the sky here. Oh, this is kind of interesting. I don't think that's real. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, I'm 50-50 on these. Yeah, I'm torn between whether these are real or if they're more AI generated images. But link will be in the description. You can watch the video and check it out yourself. Again, this is just a photo of these. I think this is from like the 1500s. But I find it interesting that they're depicting these three cubes. And there was a video released by I think it was a Navy pilot or military pilot who videotaped a cube inside of a round bubble moving across the sky. So I've said this before. Whatever these crafts are, they've been a part of our world for a long, long time. Now, last is this article here about this Brian Johnson guy, and like I've said before, disclosure is not ever going to be an event. It's a ongoing process, which we are currently in right now. More and more people are talking about the fact that these beings are on the planet. Again, what's his name? Um, yeah, different scientists have already, talked about the fact that we could be here. But anyways, let me just give this a quick read. America is ready to hear the truth about our origins. Most inaugural scientific theories turn out to be wrong in the future. We've seen it with Ptolemy, and the probability is nearly certain we will see it with Darwin, who was never as adamant about the evolution of Homo sapiens as he was about his tenet of natural selection and survival of the fittest. Darwinism has enjoyed a tremendous 170-year run, but with multiple sentient life forms now comprising our new reality, evolutionary mechanisms such as interstellar craft-directed panspermia, genetic material, gamete, zygote, embryo, fetus, infant child, or an adult, and genetic bioengineering utilized by other sentient beings to tailor and customize a novel genome best suited for certain planets, and perhaps more specifically for particular climates on those planets, need to be duly considered as potential originating forces for Homo sapiens on Earth, alongside a third mechanism of interplanetary, for example, ancient human and interplanetary sexual hybridization. Aerial vehicles capable of traversing the galaxy and multiple sentient species capable of both genetic bioengineering and transporting genetic material in a wide variety of forms on these vehicles were certainly not evolutionary force factors under consideration during Darwin's era. Alas, as time inexorably moves forward, theories are deconstructed and reconstructed to best suit the new data that inevitably arises and serves as a burgeoning driver of novel paradigms that possess greater explanatory power. America is a country of science and religion, and both have the ability and the proclivity to accommodate each other over time. The world as a whole is duly resilient. Just look at the past 100 years. We can handle new viewpoints and perspectives. Now, a great task at hand lays before us. As citizens of the world, as citizens of the universe, and perhaps as citizens of the multiverse, we must seize the moment forcefully and truthfully. The curiosity to discover the identity, composition, and culture of our new neighbors, whether friend or foe, will only increase from here. We can handle it. We can handle it, and we must handle it, as the continued rejection and denial of our new reality will only further weaken us. The world is in a precarious place, and forestalling this historic moment any longer than is absolutely necessary by the agreed upon decision making parties is tantamount to moving backwards in our spiritual evolution as a species. Are our neighbors like us, but maybe more evolved? We can handle it. Of course, they will see things from a different perspective, and that is completely expected. We can handle it. Do they look quite different than us? Will they want to engage with us? Perhaps they will, perhaps they won't. We can handle it. How many are there? One other, two, three, 46? We can handle it. Do they prefer the ocean as a habitat? Maybe subterranean? Here on Earth? On other planets, in other star systems, in other galaxies, dimensions, time travelers, universe. We can handle it. With such a dramatic shift in our collective worldview, Earth's position in that vast universe may take on different meanings for different individuals, families, organizations, cities, states, nations, continents, and even for Earth itself. We can handle it. As we enter a new age of indescribable enlightenment, our expectation in innumerable matters will likely require certain adjustments. Subjects from anthropology to biology to sociology to physics to astronomy are all going through their warm ups right now, stretching gracefully to enhance the pliability required for this beautiful journey ahead. We can handle it. Yes, Brian Johnson believes that we are ready. And I think, again, I've said this before, that they've been preparing us for this for a very long time. I go back to the Flintstones. Yeah, it starts from the 1960s, right? When they finally released, or they started to release some of the Roswell events, information about the Roswell event. And since that time, I think cartoons. Remember the old TV show, The Flintstones, right? The Flintstones was a cartoon about a Stone Age family. And the last season that it was broadcast on television, they introduced a new character. They introduced a little tiny alien. I think it was the Great Gazoo. Think about that. You got all right, it's a cartoon about a Stone Age family driving around in a car which tires are made of rock, right? They lived in a rock home, and yet they introduce an advanced alien character the last season. And since that time, with social media, again, I've said this before, on my Facebook, on my Twitter, I see so many illustrations and graphics of gray alien beings and other alien beings. And I think it's being done on purpose. I think it's they're engineering a program to get people used to seeing beings that don't look anything like us. So they're preparing us for disclosure. But yeah, disclosure is an ongoing process which is going on right now. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And most importantly, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.